So I did talk about this last week, but unfortunately not a lot of people believed it was true because it hadn't been officially reported by any of the mainstream media, so we'll try this again. The MSC VIRTUOSA is potentially dealing with a massive outbreak that has unfortunately took a turn for the worst. We will be talking about this in today's video. We'll also talk about an update from Carnival and Royal Caribbean. Let's go!
Let's go!
Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Jay and welcome to The Ship Life, the most diverse YouTube channel in the entire world on cruising. If you want your cruise fix, well, you've come to the right place. So don't be shy, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I post my videos. By the way, I'm sorry for that somewhat petty opening I just made. But this happens to my channel a lot. Whenever there's some news that breaks and I hear about it and I talk about it and the mainstream media hasn't talked about it yet, a lot of people call me a liar or they just flat out don't watch my videos. But then when it gets posted officially by, another mainstream media source, I'm late when I talk about it. So yeah, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the news. So in order to catch everybody up to speed on what's going on with the MSC VIRTUOSA, last week, this past Wednesday, I did put out a video talking about a lot of chatter when it came to the MSC VIRTUOSA. Now, even though at the time there wasn't technically a mainstream media article or an official report as far as what was going on, you had a lot of previous passengers that were turning to Twitter in outrage, saying things like they felt like the ship was overcrowded, that the social distancing regulations weren't put in place, and they overall just didn't feel safe. Now, even though, like I said, these aren't official reports, these are passengers, about 100 or so tweets that were actually turning to Twitter. Now, unfortunately, we are finding out that at least 2 people have passed away on board the MSC VIRTUOSA. Well, not on board technically, I mean as they were previous passengers on board the MSC VIRTUOSA. But I think you get what I mean. Now, the first passing was reported by Cruise Law News, so you can kind of take it how you want. Personally, I consider them a somewhat reputable source. However, they didn't just outright say it themselves. This came in the form of a Twitter post, which I'll show you right over here, so you can at least get where the actual source came from. The second one was from a local news station over in the UK that reported on it. However, again, you can't really exactly confirm yay or nay as far as if it actually happened or not, but typically whenever these news teams actually report on it, usually they've done a pretty thorough investigation, so just kind of take it how you want. But the thing is, guys, first and foremost, if this is actually true, my condolences do go out to the friends, family, and loved ones of the passengers that unfortunately passed away due to being on board the MSC VIRTUOSA. But this does ask a very big question. A lot of people are going to say, well, who gets the blame here? Well, personally, I can't just outright say that I blame MSC for a couple of reasons. One, I personally was not on the MSC VIRTUOSA, so I can't really speak on it too much. On top of that, we all do know that COVID is everywhere, and unfortunately, no matter how sanitized or clean an area is, it is inevitable that we're going to see places everywhere, even on board a cruise ship. Also, yes, I have some kind of, relevance because I did recently sail on board an MSC ship. However, it wasn't the MSC VIRTUOSA, it was the MSC Meraviglia. And as far as their COVID protocols, maybe it's different because they were sailing out of the US. I had a lot of problems with the MSC Meraviglia, which I will talk about later on this week. However, as far as the COVID protocols, while I did find some of them a little confusing, I don't think it was really out of the way to say that they weren't doing all the things that they should have been doing, at least the right way. But like I said, I will talk about this later on this week. Now, before we move to the next topic in today's video, I do want to conclude with this situation with the MSC VIRTUOSA by saying this. Yes, the situation, the story, the investigation, all that is still unfolding. However, I know a lot of people out there are going to get mad that I'm even talking about this kind of stuff because we don't know all the full details. However, if you guys haven't noticed, whenever a situation like this actually happens, these stories, these investigations, they go on for sometimes weeks on end without any of us getting like a final report of what exactly happened. So I'm just kind of bringing the awareness, bringing you guys the news, letting you know what exactly is going on because there's always something unfolding. So just be mindful. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is don't shoot the messenger. Now let's move on. Next up, we have an update from the fun cruise line, Carnival Cruise Lines, as they are changing some of their protocols when it comes to everybody's favorite place, the casino. Now this is going to involve things like, of course, social distancing and just overall safety regulations on board all Carnival ships. So yes, this means fleet-wide. Now to briefly go over Carnival's new protocols that are being implemented on all their ships at the casinos, for starters, you are no longer allowed to attend the casinos if you are not playing at the casino. Essentially, you're not giving money to the house because we all know that's pretty much all that's going on at the casino. Remember, the house always wins, all right? Also, when it comes to smoking at the casino, I know it's a popular spot for a lot of people that don't want to walk all the way to deck check 17, 18 to go smoke. You cannot smoke at the casino if you're not playing at the casino. And then finally, we got an update on masks as well with these new protocols being implemented. You do have to wear masks on board Carnival ships. That was a big change because when I was on the Carnival Mardi Gras and Nautical sailing, as long as you were vaccinated, you did not have to wear masks indoors or outdoors. However, now there's been a change, so whether you're vaccinated or not, you still got to wear masks. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. When it comes to wearing masks in the casino, you still have to wear masks unless you are playing at the casino and eating or smoking, which sounds kind of weird to me personally. But anyway, those are the new rules. Now, there are a couple more details involved, which I have right over here, but just check it out, guys, so you see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, of course, these new casino protocol changes that are being implemented fleet-wide on all of Carnival's ships are part of Carnival's Have Fun, Be Safe protocols. But just keep in mind, though, too, when it comes to that, all of these are subject to change because of everything being so unpredictable with the pandemic and could have potentially changed at the time of recording this video. Finally, we do have an update from Royal Caribbean as there has been a port that has now officially been dropped, potentially for the foreseeable future. Now, there are two cruise ships that are affected by this change, which are Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas. It started with them first, and now we also have Mariner of the Seas that's also affected. Now, unfortunately, this is due to the unrest that's going on over in Haiti. I'm not going to elaborate in today's video. Just Google Haiti, and I'm sure you'll see what's happening over there. Not a good place for a cruise ship to be at this point in time. So they are now making some changes. Unfortunately for Allure of the Seas, they are going to cancel that destination or protocol. It was supposed to be till October. However, it's believed it's going to be canceled all the way until December. And now we got the same thing going on with Mariner of the Seas, which I believe is supposed to be sailing out of Port Canaveral. So what they'll be doing now is instead you kind of get two for the price of one. They'll be changing it to one sea day and then Cozumel and then Costa Maya, which isn't a bad trade-off. Personally, Cozumel is one of my favorite cruise ports as far as, a tourist destination as far as stuff that you can actually do over there. Costa Maya is, the water park there is nice. You should check that out. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, guys, of course, just remember all this stuff is going to be fluid when it comes to the COVID situation and everything that goes on in these ports of call because it's not always the cruise lines that have to make these decisions. And if they do it for everybody's health and safety and best interest in mind. But anyway, guys, we are going to leave it right over there. Let me know what you think about all of this that we talked about in today's video in the comment section below. I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. As you can see, I'm still kind of like settling into France. Look at my little setup here. I mean, it needs some work. I'll put it that way. But I do have some cool videos coming out this week. Like, for example, I'm gonna tell you all about how I felt about some of the things I didn't like on board the MSC Meraviglia, and I got a couple more videos coming out as well, a few vlogs, so just stay tuned. And by the way, if you guys want to check out Book a Cruise, because it's pretty much happening all over the place now, make sure you check out our travel partner with our YouTube channel, Kimberly Sunset by the Sea. She will take care of you and you will be hassle-free as you get booked with your cruise. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope all of you are doing well. I'll see you soon. Take it easy.